Hello everyone and welcome to this little YouTube lesson where we're going to talk about pinch harmonics and how to build up the accuracy to be able to play harmonics anywhere on the guitar neck and really feel comfortable and not get lost on the guitar. And this is a really fun technique that I actually think is a real benefit if you're playing even if you're playing solo guitar or in a duo setting. You can always use those harp harmonics to get some kind of a open piano techniques, to get that open, chord sound where you sustain all the notes. But also this style, where you're actually pinching the harmonics, playing the same thing up here as you're doing down here to create some interesting melodic and dynamic phrases using this technique. So we're gonna go through a couple of things on how you can build up this accuracy to be able to do this. So here we go. So the first thing that I would work on is I would pick a simple scale that I've played millions of times. Maybe the A minor pentatonic is a good scale to start, because most people who has started learning a little bit of blues or improvising know the minor pentatonic scale, and of course it looks like this. That's the A minor pentatonic, or the C major pentatonic. That's the same note. And you can play that over a minor chord. You can play that scale over a dominant chord as well, because it's the blues. It's somewhere in between. And also the blues scale is a good way to start using the pinch harmonics, because you're probably familiar with that sound as well. With that flat 5, that's a great scale as well to start working with the pinch harmonics. So what I'm doing is that I'm playing, I'm gonna start off playing that minor pentatonic scale, and I'm just playing the exact same thing down here as I'm doing up here. So in other words, if I play this string, the fifth fret here, this A note, I will use my index finger to lightly touch the E string 12 frets above that fretted note. So that would be up on the, let's see, 15th fret, right? Or 17th, let's see, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17th fret, sorry. So this A note here, if I play that and just strike the string, it will sound like that. But if I use the index finger to lightly touch that string 12 frets above this note, I use my thumb to actually strike the string behind the index finger, like that. And I get this note a whole octave up, right? Same note. So, and actually if I have quite a space between the index finger here and the thumb pick, that's where it's actually easier to get the harmonic if I have some space between the index and thumb. If you're using a pick, you can hold the pick between the thumb and second finger like this and play the string, like that. But I'm using a thumb pick. It's a little bit easier with a thumb pick actually. So that's how I get the harmonic. And then I just practice the scale. So if I want to play this C note up here, the minor third, I'm going to play, move the index finger to this fret, right? Because that would be 12 frets above this note. So that's how I'm doing that. And I try to actually, if I would be this close with the thumb and index, it would be really hard. I try to get some distance between the thumb and index finger, and I also try to keep my index finger really straight. And I feel pretty relaxed in my right hand. I don't tense up and play, play hard. I just try my best to get that sound. And then I repeat the same thing on the next string, and then keep going down the scale. And you repeat that down, up, down, and you can use a metronome for this as well to just play, steady eighth notes maybe, or slower even. Maybe play some, you know, whole notes. Just play 1, 2, 3, 4 in this tempo maybe, and just play the whole scale. After a while you can pick up the speed a little bit. And then you'll probably notice that if you play a harmonic, you can always slide it, and it will still be an harmonic. So I'm playing this string once, and I slide up the right hand here, and it will still be a harmonic. So you can do a lot of cool things. After you get comfortable doing that, playing a simple scale, you can start playing like a simple melody, maybe something like this, and repeat it. Kind of like a call and response thing. Try to repeat what you just played. Something like that, and you don't have to stay with that minor pentatonic. You can start fooling around with any scale or any lick that you already know. And after a while, the distance between this hand and this hand will just feel like you'll move along automatically. If you do this enough, I don't have to really think about the frets anymore. I kind of feel where it is, you know? Well, almost. Sometimes I mess up, but that's okay. Just keep going. So now I'm gonna play a simple lick here that goes like this. I'll do it slow. I'll do it with a harmonic. Once more. And then I'm gonna vary it a little bit. Yeah, that's it. You see, that's how I build up the accuracy with my right hand. And you can do it in tempo, put on a metronome and play a blues, and play some simple blues licks and see if you can do it with the harmonics. Maybe something like this. Let's keep going. I'll play that motif once again with the call and response and see if I can finish a whole blues. Here we go. Something like that. Now I just kind of played a motif and ended it with some blues licks there at the end, trying to go through those chords, improvising using this pinch harmonic technique. And like I said, it's sometimes, of course, you can blend the harmonics with regular notes like. That's a different technique. I have a whole lesson on harp harmonics on the site if you're interested in that stuff. But that's also something you can add to this once you get comfortable playing the regular pinch harmonics like this single notes. And I would practice this all the way up the scale. You know, you can start down here and move up the neck, even above the frets. And of course this is a 12 fret guitar, and it's actually a little bit more difficult because I don't see any frets here, right? So I kind of have to feel where it is. That's difficult. And I struggle with it still. I still have to work on it, but it's so fun when you actually get it going, and it feels better to do it and to improvise and do this kind of fun call and response thing. I'll do one more blues, and after a while you can try to maybe play a little bit more sophisticated changes. Maybe instead of a standard 3-chord blues like I did before, you can play like a jazz blues. I'll see if I can do that. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. I kind of felt like I was playing a little bit too staccato, playing too many notes. You can really rest on some notes and get it to sound really good. Maybe bend some notes. Maybe play some altered changes. And it's really endless what you can do with this stuff. And if you're gonna listen to some really good players doing this, I would suggest listening to Ted Green, Tommy Emmanuel, Chet Atkins, the early Chet Atkins stuff, and Lenny Breau. Those players use this technique in such a beautiful way, and they do it in their own way. And that's where I picked it up. I actually picked it up by listening to Chet Atkins. But I couldn't do that if I didn't practice the accuracy first, like we just did with the single note pinch harmonic. So let me know if you have any questions on this. You can always reach out to me on our Instagram, ProGuitar Official, or our website, the forum, proguitar.com. And have fun with this technique, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.